MLB plays here on PrizePicks. Again, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks if you have yet signed up. They do match 100% of your first deposit. Now, huge MLB slate today. Yesterday, we went 2 for 4. Did not win any money on our plays. We hit Mookie Betts over 1.5, which seems to be a virtual lock. It seems like every game. Aaron Judge did not come through. I think he only had a single. We went 1 for 5 over 1.5 total bases. Aaron Nola smashed his over strikeouts 10, and then Josh Bell was a complete miss for me. Yeah, so 2 for 4 last night. Looking to bounce back tonight, obviously. Friday night, huge MLB slate, like I said. 5 plays tonight that I'm going to give you guys. Again, I'm not a gambling expert, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just the plays that I'm personally looking at making. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first play I like is going to be Shane Bieber, and it's going to be his over 6.5. Surprised his line is 6.5 here. He's actually hit 6.5 his last 2 games, and he's facing the Detroit Tigers tonight. And you can see here the last time he played the Tigers, he went 7 innings. 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, and struck out 10. So the line being 6.5 seems rather low to me. I love Shane Bieber as a pitcher. I think, I would consider him a Powerball pitcher, but he also has quite a bit of finesse to his pitches as well, and to his just overall arsenal, which allows him to get opportunities to strike out a lot of batters. So I like his over here 6.5. I think this is a low, and I think to me personally this is the lock of the night here, at least on the plays that I'm giving. So Shane Bieber 6.5 strikeouts. I really like that. Coming down to another strikeouts, it's gonna be Cole Irvin, and I'm actually take the under here 4. So Cole Irvin, you can see here, has yet to hit over 4 strikeouts in any game this season. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. He had one game with 2 strikeouts. Facing the Texas Rangers, last time he faced them, he pitched very well. 5 innings, only 1 hit. He struck out 4. But he's just not a player that strikes a ton of hitters out. Has been pitching pretty well, though, this season, I would say. Doesn't have his full stats up. Not sure why, but on the season, let's see his splits. Texas has a good mix of righty and lefty batters. 274 against righties, 200 average against lefties. So Corey Seager here, a lefty batter, like Marcus Semien, other batters in that new Texas Rangers lineup. But I just like the under here. I don't see him hitting over 4 strikeouts, considering he has yet to hit on over 4. So I do like the under, and if at bare minimum this could possibly be a push for us, which we do like to add at least one push into each lineup. Coming to hit total bases, and I feel like, and again, another lock is going to be Mookie Betts over. You could honestly, in my opinion, you could either go Mookie Betts over total bases, or you could go fantasy score. It's whatever one you prefer. It's really whatever one you prefer. Mookie Betts 1.5 total bases or projected fantasy score. I'm gonna give you guys both of these. I'm gonna end up deciding which one I take, but I'm taking the over on either projected total bases or hitter fantasy score. I feel like you have to add this to your line, especially as of late, because he's just been on an absolute tear. I talk about it in every video, but over his last 7, or let's see his splits. Over his last 7 days, 500, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 1.11 slugging, and a 1.7 OPS. Definitely the best hitter in baseball right now, I would say. And, obviously hitting in a lineup with a ton of big bats. So giving him the opportunity to score runs, get stolen bases, just, get RBIs himself as well. So I love the over here on either Mookie Betts total bases or hitter fantasy score. You can go ahead and pick which one you prefer. And then the next one is going to be a little different of a play, but one that I feel like I'm somewhat confident in heading into tonight. It's going to be, if I can find it, I don't want to search for it. Yes, here we go. It's going to be Juan Soto. And this is crazy because you could say Juan Soto, one of the top 10 best players in baseball, but it's going to be his under 8.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, Juan Soto, over his last 7 days, he's batting 125, right? 24 at bats, 3 hits, just 1 double, 3 RBIs. Struck out only twice, but just not hitting the ball that well. 232 on the season, 8 home runs, only 14 RBIs. I'm not sure if there's something lingering injury with him, but definitely not hitting, like we're used to the Juan Soto we've seen. I know there's like some trade rumors. Don't think that's really affecting him too much. But yeah, just on the season, not hitting very well. In a fantasy line of 8.5 is pretty high. Considering when you take in the scoring chart, if you're unfamiliar with the scoring chart for hitters, 8.5. I mean, he could hit two singles and still be under. A double and a single too, he'd still be under 8.5. So I just think Juan Soto not hitting the ball great. It's a weird play, but I like it here. Juan Soto 8.5 projected hitter fantasy score. And then the last one is going to be a first inning runs allowed, which I just like to add to my lines, because one, you get to find out if you've hit or missed early on, and also they're just kind of fun to follow the game. But I like Cincinnati versus the San Francisco Giants, and I like the unders. I usually only take unders here. I like this for a few reasons. One being Carlos Rodon is pitching for the San Francisco Giants, and I mean he struck out 62 batters this season. He's tied for ninth in baseball. This is a pitcher that's, I would say, top 15, top 20 pitcher in baseball. He's the ace of this Giants staff. So anytime you get an ace on the Giants, or anytime you get an ace pitching, you do like your chances for that first inning runs allowed under. Don't know who's pitching yet for the Cincinnati Reds, but at the same time, first inning run score percentage, San Francisco's at the bottom of the league as far as just scoring runs in the first inning. As of late, they've been hitting a little bit better in the first inning, but just that with the combination of, where is this game? It's in Cincinnati, so on the road for the Giants. I think those two combined, Cincinnati obviously not a good team offensively. First inning run score, they're at the bottom. So Giants and Cincinnati both in that bottom 10 in first inning run score percentage. Carlos Rodon on the mound. I think this is an under here. Giants Reds starting pitching, first inning runs allowed. So those are the 5 plays for the MLB slate tonight. Shane Bieber over 6.5 strikeouts. Cole Irvin under 4. Mookie Betts over 8 hitter fantasy score. Juan Soto under 8.5 hitter fantasy score. And then Giants and Reds starting pitching under first inning runs allowed. So let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these plays on PrizePicks. Again, link in description below to sign up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Drop a like on this video. As always, have a great day.